Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Chiezugo. As you know, on today's video I am going to be breaking down the total cost that you need to come to Canada if you're planning to come to Canada as a permanent resident in 2023. If you've watched my previous videos where I explained the whole process of document evaluation, getting your passport, and now onto writing your IELTS, just assuming that you followed these steps, you need to know exactly how much. I think the Bible says that before you build foundation, before you build a house, any wise person will sit down and calculate the cost. So this is the part where we calculate the cost of this entire process. And I'm just assuming that you are a single applicant. Even if you're married and your spouse is also interested in this whole application process, you would also need to know the cost it will take for you and your spouse or your family, if you have kids, to come to Canada in 2023. That being said, if you've not yet subscribed to this channel, I don't know what you're doing, I don't know how can you be getting this wealth of information from this channel and you're not yet subscribed. Please hit the subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and share it to your friends that are also willing to come to Canada. Let's start. Let's go ahead. So the first thing, getting your passport in Nigeria, getting your international passport. And please, I'm going to be mentioning Naira a lot in this video because the majority of my audience are applying from Nigeria. But in case you are applying from any other country, please convert it to your currency. So for your passport, it will take you 35,000 Naira to get an international passport currently in Nigeria. That's minus the money that you might need to pay the immigration agents. But officially, you need 35,000 Naira to get international passport for 5 years. For 10 years, you'll be looking at least 100,000 Naira. Then after your passport, your document evaluation. In my document evaluation video, I mentioned that I'm a pharmacist and I use the PEBC to evaluate my documents. So if you're going to be using PEBC to evaluate your documents, you might need to know what it may cost you. First of all, you need to open a NAPRA ID, which is like a gateway before you start applying on the PEBC website. And the NAPRA ID will cost you about 275 Canadian dollars. Converting that with the current exchange rate, that will give you like 151,000 Naira, 800. Then for the document evaluation proper, from their website, it will cost you around 695 CAD, which is 383,640 Naira. ECA reports request costs 100 CAD. Letter of good standing from PCN is 100,000 Naira. Transcripts from your university, this would differ depending on your school, private or public, but I am just assuming it's going to be within the range of 50,000 Naira. When you calculate all these amounts, it will give you 740,000 Naira, 640. So you would need around 750K to apply for document evaluation using PEBC. But if you're using WES, which is like way cheaper, you would spend way less. That is if you're not a professional, if you didn't study pharmacy, you're going to use WES regardless. So WES costs about 100 CAD or 100 USD, 100 USD to evaluate your documents using WES. Adding transcript money to that, it will give you around 200K or thereabouts. That's the range it will take you to use WES for document evaluation. Then for medicals vary because I remember back then I used ION. I actually did medicals twice because of the length of time it took me for my documents to be processed. So initially I used QLive. I think QLive cost me around 35K at the time that I did it, but I used ION last year. I had to do another medicals last year and it cost me around 50K. So within that range, that's how much you would need for medicals. Then for police requests, police statement or police background check, that will cost you currently it costs around 30 to 40k, but initially when I did it was 5,000. So but now it will cost you around 40k. Following after that is your biometrics fee. It costs 85 CAD, which is 46,000 naira 920. Right of permanent residence fee, that's about 515 CAD. So each cost that I'm mentioning here, biometrics, right of permanent residence, all of them are just for a single applicant. So if you're applying with your spouse, with your kids, then you need to multiply this amount by the number of family members that you have. So aside from all of this that I mentioned, the real cocoa of the matter, the real the nitty-gritty, the main thing is the proof of fund. So this is the proof of fund. You already know what it is, the amounts that you need to have in your account to make sure the one that IRCC should see in your account to make sure that you can survive in Canada within at least 6 months. So recently it was revised, not really recently, it was last year. That was the last revision on the cost. It was revised, so the prices here are a little bit different from the time that I did it, but and also the exchange rates is also affecting a lot of things. So for that part, for one person is 13,310 CAD. That's for a single applicant. And if you're two, that's just you and your spouse, you need around 16,570 CAD. So for each additional member to the family, you'll be adding around 3,000 extra CAD for each additional family member. So if you convert that with the current exchange rates, I am just seeing that the current exchange rate from CAD to Naira is 552. Is it Naira to CAD or CAD to Naira? It's 552 Naira to CAD, yeah. So when I multiplied it, it was giving a lot of money, around 7 million for one person. So for an additional family member, you have to be adding 2 million on top of each additional family member. So I think that's the general cost of what the application is going to take you. Let's not even go into the other money that you need, when you start preparing all the things that you need to buy and blah blah blah. But this is the amount that is going to take you from the start of the process to finish. So I think, okay, so I am going to end this series here. If you have further questions, don't hesitate to comment down below, and I will try my best, my very possible best, to answer all the questions that you guys have. If you've not yet subscribed to this channel, I am begging you, please help me subscribe to this channel, like this video, and share it. Also follow me across all social media platforms. I remain Chizukene on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. I'll see you guys in my next video, and comment if you want me to expatiate on any points that I raised here, or even in my previous videos talking about the application process and how you can come to Canada. If you have any any confusion in any step of the process, I'm always here to answer. Thank you so much for watching once again, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.